conservative games. There wasn't a lot of post-whistle stuff. But,
Mm.
yesterday got a little more open, and then obviously that happened at the end of the game. Do you think a playoff series needs a little nastiness like that?
It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt.
No, I guess why doesn't it hurt? Like,
No, I mean, we go through it all the time, and certain series, there's a lot of that, and certain series, there's really none of that. I mean, for me, with my team, I don't think it hurts us one bit. I think it helps us. I like to see our guys get a little pissed off once in a while. I think
why do you think it helps you guys?
we play better. I just get some more focus a little bit.
Seems like you guys also respond when your backs are against the wall, your team. Is there a reason for that you can put your finger on?
Well, we've done it all year. It's been part of our DNA. That's what we do, and I like the way we battle back. We compete hard. Most teams at this time of the year when you're playing, that's the type of team you have. Nobody's going to give up and roll over. And that's not going to happen. I mean, we're down 3-1 last series, and we battled back, found a way. Wasn't pretty, but we found a way. Down 2-0 against a real good team in their building. We played 2 good hockey games. We're still down 2-0. So I knew we'd play hard last night. I mean, again, it wasn't perfect last night. Our goalie did his job again like he always does, and we're back in the series now.
When you have a guy like Mott, and when he was out, I'm sure you missed him, but when he comes back in, especially in the playoff series, does he allow you to play that fourth line a little bit more just because of what?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's a big part of that group. He's speed at it, and he's a real good defensive player, and he's done a lot of different things for us.
And
He's like the Goodrow, that same type of players.
And does he, with the penalty kill too, does that take a little bit of the pressure off some of your top guys? With
Definitely.
the ice time?
Yeah, you can spend more ice time. Kreider, Zibanejad, obviously, those guys do a lot of penalty killing time, and when you can put Mater out there with Rooney and Copper and Stromer, takes a little bit of heat off those guys a little bit.
You had today, optional obviously, and a lot of guys aren't there, but Panarin's out there. Why do you suppose that is? I mean, like.
No idea. It's his option. He's always out there, though, is he not? Like all year long, we had those options. He's a guy that likes to go on the ice. They're not doing much. It's 20-minute fool around, but I'm gonna have to ask him that.
You say a little nastiness helps you guys play better, helps you guys. How much of that is because you have Ryan Reeves on your team too?
Big part of it.
Yeah. Like, what does that do? What does that do to have that type of presence for?
Well, I had him in Vegas. He did his job perfectly, and that's what it's all about. I mean, it's not about him going out there fighting. I mean, what's he fought twice this year? And the other guys challenged him. So he's just an insurance blanket for you there. Our guys know what we got there, and he's a big part of our group. And the big thing with Revo is when he's playing well, he's really effective. He played, I can't remember if it was game 1 or game 2. He had 2 great chances to score and go into the net, and he makes defensemen move the puck a lot quicker. So when he's playing his game, he's really effective.
In the heat of the moment after the game, you were kind of referencing him when you were talking about the whole.
I never said his name.
I know you did, but in a way, you're kind of referencing
no.
him. Do you? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you talk to him or about anything.
No, he knows his role. He's 35 years old.
Yeah.
I don't gotta say stuff to those guys. And again, last night in the heat of the moment, you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Game's over. You get a big win. Today, you move on. Tomorrow's a huge game. So you don't do something stupid. You don't. There's opportunities to make sure you make people pay a price, but you don't. You worry about winning the game and getting the series at 2-2. That's the biggest thing.
How have you felt about Reeves and the way he's played in these playoffs?
For the most part, real good. Not everybody's been perfect every game, like I said, and there's more guys than him. But for the most part, he's been solid. He's doing his job, working hard.
Do you feel you guys found the balance last night or yesterday that you were looking for? I mean, in Carolina, you were so concerned about getting it out and playing strong defensively that you didn't generate much offensively. Did you open it up a little bit yesterday on purpose, and do you feel like?
Oh, I wish I could say that. I mean, I just can't turn the offense on when I want. I never tell the guys, let's not play offense tonight. Let's just get the puck out of our zone. That's never part of what I want our team to do. Now, the Carolina game, they were very similar to us. There wasn't a whole lot of scoring chances. And I mentioned that after the games. It's the first and second best 2 teams in the league in goals against average. It was tight hockey, feeling each other out, and there wasn't much either way. So it wasn't just like us playing defensive hockey. They were doing the same thing. There wasn't a big difference in the scoring chance in both of those games.
When you have a series like that, how important is the special teams and your confidence in your special teams?
Well, they won the game for us last night. It was a big power play goal, and I think they were 0 for 3. I could be wrong on that, but I thought they were 0 for 3. And it's obviously a big part of the game, you know, and when they come through it, it really helps you, but most of the games are 5-on-5 battles and competing, but special teams were big for us last night.
When you think about going with the lines that you started yesterday with and the ones that you finished with,
Mhm.
for as far as game 4, does Kopp going 10-6 in the face-off circle factor into it for you?
I didn't hear.
Kopp, just
Kopp?
the good night he had in the
Yeah,
face-off
definitely.
circle.
He's a strong guy there, especially, you know, in the D zone face-offs. You know, that's what coaches worry about the most. Sometimes the players worry about the O zone more than the D zone, but as a coach, you're trying to get the right guys out there in the D zone, especially in the third period.
So does that factor in when you're thinking about how you want to line up?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes, yeah. And again, it's, you know, in the third period, I basically told Copper, I said, any face-offs, not that, make sure you're out there. If I forget, just jump over the board and tell me, Coach, I'm going, so. Because there's lots going on in the third period and some, you know, but he's done a good job there. He battles and, you know, we're struggling a bit in the circle, obviously, and just bear down and do the best you can, compete.
As each game passes, what are you seeing in some of the younger players, like Schneider, for example, and how he's been contributing, especially in game 3?
Snyder, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you know what, he's a young kid, first taste of the playoff action, and he's doing a good job. He's not getting a whole lot of ice time, but out there he plays a physical game and moves the puck hard, so I think he gets better every game and more confident every game for us, and, you know, we're going to rely on that kid, so he's going to be a real good player for us, and again, he's not getting a ton of ice time, but he's doing his job when he's out there. We really like him.
If I could touch back on the face-off thing, just to.
Oh, I know you would.
No, but you have said to us, you know, because it's come up, the topic's come up before, and you've said, you know, it's really not that big a deal and stuff. But if you know they have a good team and you're going to lose the face-off more than half the time, like, how do you adjust your game knowing that, you know, more than
Well,
half the
that's what
time?
we do in our meetings, trust me. You know, we always talk about winning face-offs, what we're gonna do, but when we're losing face-off in the D zone especially, and a few things in the neutral zone too that they do. So when they're doing those plays, we're prepared for them. We hope we know what we're gonna, you know, it's not gonna work perfect every time, but when a team does 2 or 3 different face-off plays, we usually show that to our guys and be prepared for this play if we lose the draw, so. Every team does the same thing in their pre-scouts.
The power play goal you guys got yesterday, the way you were able to set up on that power play too, you weren't able to set up in game 2 when you had the chances. They pressured a lot. Was there something you guys did to relieve that pressure?
I think we moved the puck real quick there, you know, I mean, we always talk about when teams pressure real hard, when you get pucks to the net and then you recover it, then they're out of position, you know. They're always gonna do a good job before the first shot. So we can get shots to the net and then get the puck back quick and move it high to low and get things moving. That's where you usually when you get them people moving around a little bit. And they're a great PK team, they're #1 in the league, obviously. So you gotta make sure you're getting shots to the net and then you get the recoveries and then hopefully you got them scrambling a little bit where those lanes open up.
As far as the lines go, how much does it factor in that you've had kind of combinations that you've gone with all playoffs and there's maybe an element of comfort or familiarity?
Yeah, we've had injuries over the years and I switched the lines up, you know, a lot of times in game, we did line changing. I don't think it's a big deal. Like, you know, we tried Phil at right wing last night. Phil played a few games in the season at right wing, did a good job. So you move guys in and out, and as coaches, you always think, should I really do this, move him at a center to put him on right wing now? But I thought he did a good job. He played well up there, created some chances. He almost scored a goal there in the second period with a great play. So I don't like to do it, I love to do it, but I just thought last night we'd try something.
Is that something that when you were going through the course of the regular season, you tried to do a little bit just so that when you got to this point, you knew they would be comfortable doing that in the middle of a playoff series, or could it?
Well, I wasn't thinking playoffs then, but I always like to, you know, if things aren't going great for a couple of games, I don't mind switching guys up. Like, I'd love to keep rolling the lines over when things are going good, but when we have some struggles, you put guys in different situations, see how they respond. Like, you know, we talk about Laffy. I mean, Laffy likes to play left wing. He gets more ice time when he plays right wing with some different guys because of Panarin and Kreider. You know, you don't want to move those guys out of their positions. They've had great years. So, you know, Laffy has to suck it up a little bit on the right side, but he's okay with it. He's a young player. He tries to get better over there, and he understands the situation.
Do you think you'll go with the way you started yesterday, or?
I don't think it. I think there'll be some changes. But I'm not 100% sure. We'll look at things today and make sure everybody's healthy, and I'll let them know tonight. I'll send an email out, and away they go.